And with part 2 of the video of why this part is about why you shouldn't date a single mother, and this is from my own past experiences with single women. Most single mothers did not make it past the first date with me because I just decided that, yo, point blank, it's not gonna go any further. It's just not worth it. One thing I really do think I need to talk about is the mentality of the woman that you're dealing with and what she comes with to the table. And a lot of women tend to try to overlook this and don't realize that when you're coming to the table, you have to come to the table with what you can offer a man. Now, we're going to talk about how women are easy and stuff like that. And a lot of women are going to say that men like easy women and things like that. That kind of is not true, because in my last video, I spoke about why I wouldn't date a girl who gave it up on the first date. I wouldn't date a girl who is easy, and I gave the several reasons why. And one of the main reasons I said why I wouldn't date a woman who gave it up on the first date is because I think about just other guys as well. So if she gave it up to me easily on the first date, and I know she's not seeing me alone, how many other guys has she given it up to on the first date? Then you have to sit down and you have to calculate that as a man, and you have to calculate how much diseases is this woman going around with. You understand? Because lots of guys don't like to have sex with condoms. You understand? Lots of guys don't like to have sex with condoms, and diseases spread that way. And even so, even when you have sex with a condom, flesh to flesh, once her raw meat touch your body, your pelvic region, you understand? You put your mouth on it. That's still like, you understand what I'm saying? You can get herpes, you can get chlamydia, stuff like that. You understand? So it's not just like, having sex without a condom, raw sex and stuff like that gives you STDs. There's several ways to get STDs, and I think one important thing in life is that we have to educate people on STDs, like how you get sexually transmitted disease. And that's one thing I generally like to do, is look up how people get these diseases. You understand? Where does the disease originate from? You understand? This, that, the third, as Americans like to say, this, that, the third. Anyway, my thing about not dating a single mother is that, as a guy who is single, or who was single, because I'm married now and I have my own child, second one on the way. My thing as a single guy is that the things that I want to look at is that woman is used goods to me. Once a woman has a child, she's considered as used goods. And basically every woman is used goods, but when you're used goods, men don't want you. You see, men look at you like a product. You understand? A product. Now, a man would like to be the person to open the seal of his product and to use that product himself. Nobody wants a second-hand product that barely even works, and then the function of that product doesn't work anymore, or the function of that product, you have to take into consideration whether you're going to use that function of the product. And I'm talking about having kids again, because generally speaking, men like to have kids. I don't know a guy in this world that don't like to have kids. The reason why we have a lot of MGTOW men that don't want to have kids is because of the laws in society that will rip the kids out of their arms and give it to a useless woman. And we know exactly that's the truth of the matter. That's why MGTOW even exists right now. Feminism created MGTOW. Feminism and the foolishness that it brought with it created MGTOW. Right? We're not even talking about the red pill rage or the MGTOW rage or anything like that. Straight up, men started to walk away way before MGTOW became a thing. And the reason why men start to walk away is because men don't want to deal with this toxic feminism that's going on out there. And the thing about it is that it's going to be hard to dial back the hands and turn back the hands of time to get it back to a place where men feel like they want to come back in society and contribute their bodies and their time and their love to any woman without the repercussions of the court system stealing them kids from them, the court system stealing their house from them, the court system stealing their half of their bank account to give to that woman. You understand what I'm saying? Like the MGTOW men, there's nothing wrong with them. They're not incels, they're just smart. They're smarter than most of us guys who have decided to get married and stuff like that. Because each and every day, you know, I have to look at it and say, yo, what's gonna happen if my wife decides that she wants to get a divorce? You understand? I know how the American system is. The American system is not gonna favor me. It's not. Whether if my wife is worthless and she doing whatever it is, the court system is not gonna favor me. They're gonna favor my wife. They're gonna give my wife half of my bank account or even more. They're gonna give her the car, the house, and whatever it is that she wants, and then I have to go shack up in some sort of broken down motel or whatever it is for my life. You see me? You see what I'm saying? Anyway, that not being the topic. Moving back on to single mothers. The thing about single mothers is that they have nothing to offer. And that's something that they already know this. And men think about this as in that they've made poor decisions and a guy doesn't want to pay for that. No guy does. Wouldn't want to pay for a woman's poor decision, especially when you are not the one who she made that bad decision with. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, women have to try to understand why men don't want them. Because it's very difficult. It's not easy for a man to not want you. It's not easy. It's very easy for men to want you, but it's not easy for a man to not want you. Okay? And when you look and see that men don't want you, then the problem seems to be you. You need to look within and realize that you made a lot of bad decisions, and that decision you're going to have to probably live with for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And the second point about me saying no, not dating single mothers, is that I've always had this thing that I don't want to be a stepdad to a kid and then reprimanding that kid, and then that child turn around and tell me about how you're not my father, you can't tell me what to do and whatever it is. And then we don't want the mother looking at me and saying how she needs to, you can't talk to my son like that, you're not his father. Well, if I'm not his father, then I shouldn't be in this relationship, because I ain't gonna take care of no kids that's not mine. You understand? Men, generally, instinctively as well, God created it that men should be taking care of their own kids. No man should be taking care of another man's kids, especially if that man is alive and well and able to take care of his own kids. The point of the matter is that women need to understand that when you make your bed, you have to lie. You need to take accountability for your behavior, everything that you've done wrong in life. You have to take accountability for that. You understand? I've made a lot of decisions, a lot of bad ones in my life, and the reason why I am where I am today is because I have to take accountability, and I want to take accountability for what I do wrong. It's very difficult to take accountability for what I do wrong, but I do it. Sometimes I have to suck it up and just accept it that I messed up. You know, I have to take accountability for that. I have to take accountability for my actions, for my decisions, for my choices. You know, financial decisions, if I messed up, yo. Don't make that decision again. My fault. My money, my fault. You understand what I'm saying? So, this is me. We're gonna be on this topic for a while. After work, I'm gonna upload another video on it. So take care.